2021 is off to an incredible start for the crypto market. We've seen mass adoption with Bitcoin's massive rise to 34,000, a little bit of a healthy correction, and Ethereum staying stable at $1,000. Now, yesterday on January 4th, 2021, we saw that the U.S. Treasury actually announced that they will be accepting blockchain payments. So right now it's just stablecoins for bank payments. So this is absolutely huge. We're not only seeing this, but actually more news is Ukraine is going to use Stellar technology. So Stellar Lumens XLM. I've talked about it in the past. I actually have a link down below where you can get some free XLM through Coinbase. Very, very interesting technology and crypto payment platform. Very, very interesting as far as banks actually using it, and now we're seeing a country using XLM in a real world scenario. So very, very powerful, very, very interesting to see all this happen. This is just the beginning, though, in 2021. I think one of the biggest things you definitely want to look out for is the first central bank to actually custody Bitcoin or crypto assets. We saw, so we've seen Ukraine use it a bit. We've seen a couple other emerging countries. Definitely check out our emerging market real estate on Bosnia we did the other day. If a smaller country like Bosnia, or any of the Balkan countries, really, I'm in Montenegro currently, you can see this building over here. If any of these countries just have it 1%, like a tiny, tiny percent in Bitcoin or really any crypto asset, probably Bitcoin, Ethereum, not so much XRP with the lawsuit going on, but those are the main ones that I think are definitely going to be custodied first. But especially as a reserve asset, Bitcoin holds a lot of value. And it's really, since it's the future of money, especially if you understand blockchain technology, it would really change the whole space, because no one wants to be the first and no one wants to be the last. So the first country that has that first mover advantage would be absolutely huge for their treasury, especially countries like this in the Balkans that have a very, very small bank compared to Western countries like the U.S., Australia, Canada. And again, this is massive, massive news. One other thing I did want to touch on, just when you're talking about, like East versus West in the technology space, is in the Eastern world, Jack Ma, one of the largest entrepreneurs, business owners in China, hasn't been seen since a public forum talk on October. So this is something that's a little concerning. He was kind of bashing the government a bit, and this is just something we don't see in the Western world. So when you're talking about East versus West, yes, there are problems with both. This is not a black and white issue. It's very, very convoluted. This is not a political statement. I'm just kind of sharing these facts, what's going on. But, it's not like we're not going to see Jeff Bezos if he speaks out against the government. That's one incredible thing about the Western world. Whereas in China, you speak out a little bit, and he hasn't been seen since October. So this has been, around 3 months now, and he's a very public person. So a little bit concerning. But anyways, just to recap, we have central banks. If they adopt any type of cryptocurrency, this could be absolutely huge. A lot of people are predicting a 6-figure Bitcoin. I agree with that statement. Some people are saying 200,000. I think that might be a little bit too quick of a rise, but this bull run is going to be absolutely insane. We talked yesterday about basically how, as we're seeing Bitcoin dominance drop, Bitcoin really broke past all-time highs, hit that 34,000, now took a little healthy correction down about 20% from that top. A healthy correction in a bull market, we can see around 40%. So I still think there's a possibility we could go back down to the $17,000 range. We have some CME gaps to fill. That's a whole other topic. If you don't understand CME gaps and more like kind of advanced technical analysis, leave me a comment below. Maybe I can make a video on this topic, especially how you can use technical analysis not just for short-term like day trading or swing trading, but actually for long-term investments. So like holding a leverage position and holding this for the long run. Because if you would have got in around $16,000 even in Bitcoin, you would already double your money. So kind of interesting, especially if you're leverage trading that. If you do a 10x leverage, that's do the math yourself. So anyways, that's just one thing I wanted to cover. So Bitcoin hit this little correction, but as we see Bitcoin dominance fall, currently it's around, I can't remember the exact numbers, I'd have to pull up the chart, but as it's falling a bit, we're seeing Ethereum rise, and Ethereum is holding steady at $1,000. Now, this is very interesting because being the number 2 cryptocurrency in market cap, we're seeing Ethereum hold steady at $1,000, but it hasn't even hit its last all-time high. Where Bitcoin didn't even hit its all-time high, it broke way past it to $34,000. That's a $14,000 plus up on the previous $20,000 all-time high. So seeing this, I'm not going to tell you to buy Ethereum. This is not financial advice, but just look at the numbers, look at the facts. kind of have some logic, and then you can make your own decision with this. But it's the number 2 cryptocurrency. It's Ethereum 2.0 rolled out. There's a lot of scalability potential with Ethereum. So I think this is definitely an interesting opportunity to get into an altcoin, if you want to call Ethereum that. There's tons of other projects being built on. It's incredible technology. So many people are really, really bullish on this. I think Tyler Winklevoss said he's saying $50,000 for Ethereum and $200,000 for Bitcoin. Obviously, those are giant numbers. Obviously, the Winklevoss twins own the Gemini exchange, but it's interesting to kind of look at their different thesis. And these aren't just numbers they throw out there. They're actually breaking this down, and they explain it very, very well. He did a podcast with, I think, Casey Adams. It's a Rise of the Young podcast, and so definitely check that out. Kind of interesting to hear different people's predictions, but again, never take that as advice. Don't listen to anyone speaking on YouTube or on the internet. Collect the data, listen to all different people, listen to Bitcoin haters, listen to crypto haters like Peter Schiff, like a lot of the big bankers. Listen to their opinions, listen to Warren Buffett on it, and then listen to people like Anthony Pompliano. You can listen to Ivan on Tech. This channel, we cover a lot of kind of overall global investment strategies and global investment sectors, but crypto is one that's very, very interesting right now. I think especially in this bull run, we'll be talking about it very frequently, planning to do daily videos, and even starting off 2021, we've been doing 2 videos a day. So anyways, definitely go check out, I know the crypto content a lot of people are more into, but it's very interesting looking at emerging market real estate with crypto. There's a lot of innovation coming, especially as I talk about with if a country's central bank holds or custodies Bitcoin as a reserve asset, it's going to be massive, because it's going to be that first mover advantage, as I said, and then more people are going to come flocking in. And again, you don't want to be the first, but you don't want to be the last. So once that first country does it, it's going to be very interesting. On top of that, we have the Treasury accepting blockchain payments, so stable coins for bank transfers and things like this. And then also we talked about Ukraine, how Ukraine is actually, this is very, very interesting, using Stellar Lumens. So they're not going to use Stellar Lumens as their digital payment method. They're using the Stellar Lumens platform, so their blockchain. And this is very, very interesting. Ukraine is an interesting play. Would love to visit Kiev. Sadly, it's closed to Americans currently, but planning to head there. So wrapping up my time here in Montenegro, heading down to Ulsan, then through Albania, back up to Kosovo. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Please leave us a like, hit that subscribe button, click that bell button, then click all, because this is time-sensitive information. This is breaking news with cryptocurrency stuff. So very, very interesting, making sure you're staying up to date with all of this. Also, leave me a comment down below. What do you think of the future in 2021 with blockchain technology, with Bitcoin, the whole crypto space? What do you think's coming? What are your predictions? What are your price predictions for Ethereum and Bitcoin? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, like, subscribe, bell button all. Like, subscribe, bell button all. Till next time, invest global.